Happy Valentine's to those celebrating this day, and happy Tuesday to those who are not. So, being a day of love, the world has given us standards on what loving your partner would mean and what you should be expecting from them on such a day. But what does the Word of God tells us as Christians, especially those in a marriage situation or looking to get into one? I'll read from 1 Corinthians chapter 13 from verse 4. It says that love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not boast. And love is not proud. Meaning, just because you've achieved A, B, C, D, you don't make your partner feel like they are lesser than you. That's not love. Love does not dishonor others, and love is not self seeking. Self seeking would mean that you are actually being kind and patient with your partner, but you're not doing it for them. You're doing it because you want something from them. And that, my friend, though they are good acts, that's not out of love. That's not the biblical way to love someone. Love is not easily angered, and it does not keep a record of wrong. Meaning, for the person you love, you're not looking for a moment where they will mess up and you flare up and remind them of all the other times they have done the same wrong thing or the other times they have sabotaged your relationship because of their mistake. Love does not keep a record of wrong. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in truth. Delighting in evil would be like when something has happened to your spouse, you're not even empathetic because you're like, that has happened to them because after all, they did this to me, or they disregarded me, or they, he comes home late, he doesn't have time for our family, no wonder he's castled. That is not love. Love always protects the person they love, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. That's the word of God. That today may not have been perfect, but we are going to hold on because tomorrow is going to be a better day. Verse 8 says that love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, the spiritual tongues, they will be stilled. And where there is the word of knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, the word of knowledge reveals things in part, and prophecy is also done in part. Verse 10 is my favorite, and it says that, but when that which is perfect has come, and that is love, then that which is in part will be done away with. And as a married couple, sometimes, how many times when we have conflict, we desire God to speak and give us a word of knowledge or even prophesy to a situation, whereas the situation is just love your spouse the way the Bible has told you to be patient, to be kind. That loving is perfect and you will solve all situation more than